So I am going to share another story about what happened when I was growing up and when I was in high school. Another kind of weird story that happened with my religious aunt, who's now probably about 85, and she's a pastor and everything. So this is my grandma's sister, and they're probably barely a year apart. They're just over a year apart. So I was probably like 16, 17 maybe, and it was probably the year 2005. And I was going to, when I was in high school, the school that I was going to was right across the street. I mean, not directly across the street. It was like one of those really long schools, and it was like a long brick school and everything. And it was like a block long. And anyway, I was across, like it wasn't directly across the street, but my grandma's house was across the street way on the tip. So on the south side, southwest side, my grandma's brick house is like right across the street from the high school that I went to. And so it was kind of kitty corner. So I kind of need to explain that before I tell the story. So anyway, one day, sometimes maybe like once or twice a week, I would go over to my grandma's for lunch, and so it was right across the street, pretty close, kitty corner, on the south side, right across from the gym, across from the street of the place that I was going to high school at. So it's like, 2005, it's near the end of the school year, and I'm 16 and everything. And I'm wearing like a pink blouse to school and everything. That's a little bit low cut, nothing, too serious. It's not like I'm running around naked or anything. It's appropriate for school. And so one afternoon, I go over to my grandma's for lunch, and of course, I didn't know. If I would have known this, I would not have gone over there, but her sister is over there for lunch too. And anyway, her sister is, of course, I've had many, many videos about this, and I just talked about it in my last couple of videos. Her sister is the one that's like over the top, really, really strict Christian. So I walk in and everything, and they're, saying hi, whatever, we're, saying hello for a minute and whatever. And then I was saying, we kind of, of course my aunt doesn't like it, and she addresses the subject of my clothes, which I thought that, my beautiful size D breasts, in this beautiful, beautiful ass pink shirt, shit, you gotta flaunt it. And, anyway, I don't know, I'm not the Virgin Mary, so anyway, my aunt, we somehow get on the subject of my clothes, and she goes, and then I said, well, she says something about my shirt, and I said, yeah, this is what I wore to school. And she goes, oh, well, where's the other half of it? And I'm like, I don't need another half to it. And then, anyway, she's just very annoying, very naggy, and, anyway, we didn't really get, into much of an argument because, her sister, which is my grandma, so it's my mom's mom, gets in the middle because my grandma's like a really nice person. She doesn't like anybody arguing or anything. And she's like, well, don't, she says to her sister, oh, let's not say anything like that. And then, so then there wasn't really much of an argument. It only lasted for like one minute. But anyway, I thought it was very irritating, very naggy. It really wants me to take my clothes off and run around naked all through town and have sex with all the boys in town. And anyway, it just kind of lasted like 1 minute conversation because of some shirt that I had on. And anyway, it wasn't really that important. It wasn't really that big of a deal. It was just very irritating. So I wanted to share with my viewers kind of an interesting situation that I had when I was in high school about my really religious aunt when I wore kind of a low cut, cute blouse over to their, I'd worn it for school and then I worn it over to my grandma's house for lunch when my aunt ended up being there.